Hi, everyone. This is Coach JP, host of Coach JP Podcast again. This time, I'm going to be sharing an organizational communication enhancement workshop with you all. With this workshop, you will equip yourself with the trends in company's vision and mission statements for 2024. You will also cover a little bit of the happiness advantage theory by Professor Sean Ancord. And last but not least, why empathy is so important at work. You guys ready? Okay, let's go. Organizational communication enhancement. First off, we're going to be covering a little bit of the objectives of this workshop. Number one, to get participants involved by getting mindful of a peer's emotional concern, leading strategically for driving their organization towards success. Two, to provide participants with a comprehensive and actionable resource designed to cultivate a positive mindset and equip them with the skills needed to navigate personal and professional life challenges with resilience and optimism. Okay, so community building activity. So let's complete this together. We have a great trivia for all of you guys. The question is, what percentage of communication is nonverbal in the workplace? A, 38%. B, 55%, and C, 70%. So you got a few seconds to respond to this trivia. Okay. According to the Meridian 8, 1971 Silent Messages, Watford Publishing Company studies, they show that 55% of communication is nonverbal, such as body language and facial expressions. Understanding and enhancing these subtle cues can improve communication in virtual and in-person environments alike. Interesting, right? Okay. So, today's agenda: company's vision and mission statements in 2024, my work environment and the happiness advantage theory, why empathy is so important, and empathic communication at work. At the end, we're going to be having a debrief so we can clarify in case you have any comments or any suggestions so we can cover them all, okay? Okay, so what are the company's vision and mission statements for the year 2024? That's a trend. Let's see what we have here. Okay, vision, customer-centric excellence. So every single company, globally speaking, is aiming to deliver a world-class customer service. And for that to happen, there are a lot of things that have to be worked prior to this delivery, right? So operational, from the learning perspective, from a training perspective, from the auditing perspective, all of that needs to be aligned so this can be completed. Okay, sustainability and environmental stewardship. So it's really critical for companies to have sustainability and a great environment where employees can work on a day-to-day basis with that harmony and completing the tasks in a timely manner, right? 3, innovation and digital transformation. So we all do understand that companies nowadays are aiming to have digital environment and the highest technology that they can deliver on the actual processes they have on a day-to-day basis to customers, and not only to customers but also to internal processes, and all of that needs to be aligned with the company's vision as well. Okay, empowerment and inclusivity. So inclusivity is critical, not only nowadays, it's been critical for the entire mankind history, right? So nowadays, inclusivity, it's really highlighted in different parts of, in different sections and different mentality. And every single company highlights this in a different way. Objective. What about the objectives that companies project themselves to have in 2024 and 2025? Purpose-driven and community-oriented. So companies nowadays are oriented in building community, right, within their employees and also to their clients and customers at the same time. Number two, commitment to innovation and quality. So quality is really important for internal processes and upper management duties and all of that. But what about commitment? Commitment is the one that every single employee has to deliver on the actual job that they're doing on a day-to-day basis. Third, focus on employee well-being and growth. So companies nowadays are building a structure where employees feel backed up and feel that companies care about them. Professional development, certifications, studies outside the actual country where they're working in. And all of those are the options that they have right now, alongside the new options that they will have in the near future. Then we have global sustainability and social impact. So if you are sustainable and you're globally sustainable, you will have a social impact no matter what. So if you have a structure where employees can perceive and can live themselves on a day-to-day basis, they will have the impact required not only at work, but also in a personal level. So it's really important to have all of this in mind, guys. But what about my work environment? The happiness advantage theory. Okay, so we can cover this. We have to first identify the common workplace challenges that we have on a day-to-day basis, on the employees have on a day-to-day basis. So first, insufficient training, right? There are a lot of complaints about not having the sufficient training to fulfill or to complete my tasks on a day-to-day basis. So how do we do or how do we fix this? That's the question. Number two, schedule inflexibility. So companies nowadays are not balancing, right, personal life and also work environment. They have to make sure, they must make sure that every single part of a schedule that the employees can have the actual time for them to spend with their family and to have a balance between work and life at the same time. Lack of motivation. So a lot of folks in companies are, lacking motivation because they're not being motivated by the company and the environment that they have. So how is it that we can fix this? Or what are the steps that we can follow up on to address this type of situations? Lack of communication, and I will add up here assertive communication, because if we're not communicating things assertively, so we might have an issue during the process. Trust issue. So it's really critical for employees or applicants to a particular job offer to have credibility, right? When it comes to this company they're applying to, right? So companies right now are enhancing or they're fostering the actual trust building, right? When it comes to making sure that employees, active employees and future employees can trust. But not only that, but customers at the same time. Staff conflict. So if we have a conflict that can be visible alongside our team members, so that might affect the productivity and stability and job environment that we have in the company. So we need to make sure that we can address that conflict the best way possible, utilizing our techniques to managing difficult conversations and handle this the best way possible. Last but not least, little recognition. So a lot of companies have this situation because they're not investing, they're not including this in their budgets. So employees feel unsupported. They feel that they're being set apart, they're not being recognized and all of that. So they look for a different opportunity overseas or any other company. So the ideal work environment that we can have, or we should have, right, as workers or as professionals, it might be a positive working atmosphere where we can have team sense of belonging, professionalism, respect, and harmony, all the way down up to recognition and rewards, right? As you can see, robust learning opportunities It's really important for employees to have so they can develop themselves as professionals, right? A comprehensive collaboration environment too, and a high level of competence and leadership skills and growth. It's really important to have that in mind if you need to, or if you want to be a competitor within the company, right? So you can build this strong sense of belonging to your employees so they can boost themselves. Now, as a professional and in developing my skills, right, as a professional, the ideal professional development incentives are excellent professional development, which incorporates active learning, supports collaboration, offers feedback and reflections, and all the way down to health and wellness. As you can see, we have entertaining, engaging, professional contribution, competitive team buildings, immediate relevance. So if we feel that we've been, respected or we've been, supported, so we will have that sense of immediate relevance, right? So that's basically what we're looking for to boost that type of situation. But what about having this two-word thing? Let's say work-life. What do you think about the term work-life balance? So as you can see from 1 to 6, we have self-management in the first place. Second, time management. Third, it's stress management. Fourth, managing change. Fifth, managing technology. And sixth, managing leisure time. So as you can see, work-life balance provides this flexibility for people to work, to establish a balance between work and life. But people do not think about, swapping, right? So modifying the word. And what about, will you agree to have a life-work balance instead of a work-life balance? So let's take a look at this. So as you can see, number one is being positive. So if you're happy, if you live in a happy manner, so you will always be happy. You will feel happy. You being happy yourself. That will turn into a smarter environment. You will reprogramming your brain. The satisfaction will increase, and your productivity will be the best. And that will be translated into employee retention, which is one of the critical topics that companies face nowadays, right? Very, very important. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the happiness advantage thing. Professor Sean Ankur from Harvard University is an American educator, author, and speaker known for his advocacy and positive psychology, right? His studies prove that only 25% of job success is predicted by IQ, and 75% of job success can be predicted by not only how smart you are, how talented you are, but how happy you are. Interesting, right? So, the happiness advantage points out that when you're happy, your intelligence rises, your creativity rises, your productivity rises, and you also make more money. Wow, sounds very, very fancy, right? So as you can see in the chart, we have intelligence, we have mental capability boost, we have improved problem solving, effective and efficient planning. When it comes to creativity, you unblock your old patterns, you connect yourself, and you enable a linear and non-linear thinking to resolve the best way possible every single situation, right? When it comes to productivity, boosts morale and creates a company culture and excellence, and resulting in an improved workplace environment. It also breaks the large projects into smaller tasks. And last but not least, a satisfied mind attracts happiness. So, and also, it also translates into job stability, right? It's really, really important. Why is empathy so important? Now that we have talked about the happiness advantage theory from Professor Sean Ankur and the projections that companies have in 2024 and 2025, what is the key element for this to be accomplished? It's being empathic, right? Why is empathy so important at work? So let's see. Understanding experiences and feelings. Empathy, it's an important ability to embrace our organizational values because it improves your capacity to communicate efficiently. It actually helps us understand how others are feeling so we can respond properly to the situation. It is typically associated with social behavior, and there is lots of research showing that greater empathy leads to more helping behavior. Expressing empathy is highly effective and powerful, which builds trust, calms anxiety, and improves health outcomes. It's really, really interesting, right? Empathy or empathic communication at work. How is it? How is this changing or being a factor of change within the company's progress in the past 10 years? Okay, so if I'm at work right now, I'm always positive and I'm an empathic individual or a colleague or peer, whatever you want to call it. So if I practice these little lines, these little statements that I have in front of me, you will have the chance to share that empathy, share that enthusiasm within your colleagues, and that will be something that makes a difference between you and the environment that you have, right? For example, I will definitely make sure to get sorted out, right? That's a great statement. Thanks, we aim to provide a friendly service. That's an interesting idea. And I can go all the way up there, but the intention here is for you to have an idea on how to communicate things smoothly so you can have a better relationship with your peers. For example, on this one of my favorites is the one that says, "You certainly are an expert on this." I recall that once I was troubleshooting a customer's Office 365 suite that I was working for Microsoft back in the days. And this customer was following up on every single detail. So at the end of a troubleshooting process, I went ahead and told the customer, "Hey, Mr. Customer, I'm a little concerned right now because I'm afraid of I can lose my job with you. You're doing an excellent job." And he was like laughing. He was enjoying the conversation and all of that. So if you have that sense of communication and connection, things might be completely different at work, and not only at work, in your personal life as well. Okay, so as you can see here, there are a lot of them that point out that I hope you enjoy your whatever they're doing at the moment, right? Splendid. All that is left to do is, so it would definitely be ideal to consider your situation. I think that it's a terrific option. And the enthusiasm that you input on this phrase is what makes a difference too. Because you might be reading all day long, but if you don't input enthusiasm and you're not energetic, that is not going to work. I can tell you that, okay? Perfect. Okay, so before we go, I have a self-reflection for all of you guys. And the self-reflection is, how do you acknowledge and, more importantly, practice the core values of your organization? What are the steps that you're following up on? Are you following up on smart action planning? What are the strategies that you're using for that? And if you have not thought about it, it is time for you to start doing it, right? It is time for you to accomplish all of this by structuring your intention the best way possible. So that was basically it for today. Please leave your comments below if you have any questions, if you have any doubt, any suggestion for future workshops, okay? Please stay tuned. So we're going to be sharing this type of contents for coaching. So we would love you to have this opportunity to hit the subscribe button and share this content to your friends so we can reach more people. So that was it, guys, and see you in our next episode.